Iburu, Iboya, Ibocheche, Alafia, Salam Alaikum, Alaikum Salah, and welcome. I'm Aluo Okuwomi here to talk to you about the different steps and levels of initiation. Now, the building blocks and foundation of all the initiations have to do with egun, the ancestors and spirit guides, spiritismo. These are the things that really help us build our intuition, help us really develop spiritually by connecting with these kind of entities out there, spirit guides, ancestors, and animal spirits and other kind of spirits in the world to really help us evolve and become more spiritually powerful as well as spiritually enlightened. So there's also a lot of questions about this as well that I'll go into greater detail when I talk specifically about egun. One of the biggest problems is, oh, my mother abandoned me when I was a child. I hate her. My father was an alcoholic drug addict. My uncle abused me. How am I going to worship my ancestors? I'm an orphan. I don't even know who my ancestors are. I'm someone who has no idea where my roots come from. Well, that is all okay. And when we get into the egun section, we'll go through that in greater detail. And so we can also utilize worshiping egun, spirit guides, and ancestors to heal from these kind of traumas as well. So let's move on. And then there is palo mayombe, where people get scratched into palo. And that's a whole different type of religion, but very fundamental within the Santeria, Ifa kind of communities. And that's a whole different topic we'll talk about later. So moving on would be the collares, the necklaces, eleques, that are used as banners of the orishas as well as for protectional purposes. The real first initiation process would be getting your warriors and hand of Orumila, hand of Ifa. And what are that? Okay, so let's break it down real quick and easy. Elegua is a cement head with cowrie shell eyes, nose, and mouth, or he could be a conch shell with cement in it with cowrie shells for eyes, nose, and mouth. Yes, he is known as a representative and the owner of the cowrie shell, and that is why that is used to decorate his face. Now, he's loaded up with a whole bunch of goodies in there so that he can open up your roads. That's right. But more importantly, he is really opportunity, the God of opportunity. He's the messenger. He's the one who brings all the ire, blessings from heaven down to earth, and takes all the asogbos, bad things, and takes them out of our lives. And then again, he can also bring them into our lives. So we want all the ire and remove all of the asogbo. And that is why we have Elegua. He's also accompanied by Ogun, which is this big metal pot with a whole bunch of iron things sticking out of it, horseshoes and railroad spikes. And so inside of that metal pot should be an arch with a metal stick or point thing coming out the middle. It's to represent the bow and arrow, which represents Ochosi, the divine hunter. He is to gather and hunt and get all the things that we want in life, just as Ogun is to remove all obstacles and enemies from our life. There should be two stones in this metal pot, not one, two. One from the forest, one from the railroad tracks, representing each of these orishas. The next is Osun, which is this metal cup with a rooster on it. What? Yes, Osun. He is a representation of health. He is to help you with your health issues. He falls, you fall. He is kind of your doppelganger. He works with what we call your spiritual self in heaven. Egbe is the closest African association to this. But Osun is his own orisha. Don't get Egbe and Osun confused. It's the same thing. It's just a representation of you in heaven, representation of you here on earth spiritually to help you be healthy and stay on path. So he's also loaded up with a whole bunch of goodies. Unfortunately, got to watch out. Some people put corn, toasted corn inside of Osun. Big no-no. He should never have corn. Makes him sleepy. He doesn't work. Corn, no. The next thing is Orumila, hand of Ifa. What is Orumila? He's represented by these seeds. Weird, yes, but this is Orumila coming from the Akin tree. I don't know if you can see it, but there should be 4 eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is orumila. 4 seeds is a male representation. 3 eyes, 1, 2, 3 is a female seed. Now, orumila is a male orisha, so he should be a male, but he is fed female things. He is the bringer of balance between life and death, feminine and male, right and left. It goes on and on and on. Now, the Cubans believe that 3, 4, doesn't matter. Orumila is orumila is orumila. I'll let you decide what you think is best for you. However, women usually get 1 or 2 seeds, and males usually get 21 seeds. It's now a more common practice for women to get a full hand of ifa and get 21 seeds. Again, you're going to have to do your own homework and educate yourself on which one is best for you. So what is orumila? What is he all about? He is the first step. It is believed that before you were born, you sat at the feet of God with orumila and elegua, Eshu, and you determined your destiny. You also chose your own orisha to help you complete that destiny. But God, being loving as he is, elegua and orumila gave you a secondary orisha. Now, since the birthing process is so brutal, rough, and hard, we forget what our destiny is. And is when we sit at the feet of orumila, yet again with elegua, we and God, we are able to reconnect and get a snapshot, Polaroid picture of your destiny and the kind of do's and don'ts, taboos, where we should go, what kind of jobs we should get involved with, what kind of people we should date and have romantic relationships with, how about finances, how about health, and to resolve some of these issues and to work through some of these issues. It is through receiving your hand of ifa that we get the first glimpse, the first introduction and connection between heaven and earth. There also needs to be that path in which helps you become more enlightened, that helps you heal from your traumas, heal from your pains and suffering, heal from your anger, heal from your depression, as well as grow spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, so that you can become a better person. Now, if you have any other questions, concerns, thoughts, or feelings about all this, hit me up. I'd love to hear from you. ifaobale at gmail.com. ifaobale at gmail.com.